You know, sometimes you have to hear it from the horse's mouth. Sometimes you have to hear it from the horse's mouth. This is Brother Stevie within the Word coming out the city of Detroit. Good evening to every single one of you. Thank you for joining me for another video, another broadcast. Bless you, your families, your children, and your households. Sometimes you got to hear from the horse's mouth, brothers and sisters. I have a video for you I'd like to show you. Before I do so, I want to show you a statement right from the horse's mouth. I don't know who this guy is here. Some of you may recognize him. Some of you may know his name. I've seen his face in times past. I really didn't research his name, but I want you to hear his statement regarding 2023. And we all know that in 2023, there's going to be a lot of things coming and happening, a lot of things manifesting and coming into fruition in terms of prophecy. One of the things is many of us that have been laboring, hand to the plow and doing our best to blow the trumpets, if you will, warn the masses of the big agenda. You see, this thing's not going to stop. We still have to continue to work, even though some of us are well aware of what's going on. There are still those that are in the clouds. They still believe and trust in system, science, so on and so forth. Sometimes you have to hear from the horse's mouth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video for you. I'm going to provide some commentary, elaborate a little bit, and then provide some more information for you. Before I do so, let me read this quick statement here. Fair use, fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and or research. Fair use is used and permitted for copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, nonprofit, educational, or personal use. It tips the balance in favor of fair use. Now, this video will be biblical studies. The information will be transformative in nature. Fair use, fair use. Now, this is a guy here from the World Economic Forum, and I want you all to hear this statement concerning 2023. 2023. Fair use. Fair use. Y'all check this out here. Check this out.
And we also make the commitment that every year, as we discover and bring to the US or to Europe or to the world new medicines, automatically those new medicines will be inserted into the offer of the portfolio that we will offer into these countries. I think that it's really a fulfillment of a dream that we had together with my leadership team when we started in 19. The first week we met in January of 19 in California, and to set up the goals for the next 5 years.
I want to stop the video there. Here it is. You have this person here that's speaking of a meeting that transpired at the beginning of 2019. Him and his colleagues met together to discuss what you call the new WO. New WO. So if you look back, brothers and sisters, right before the agent of the venomous water hit. Now keep in mind, the reports didn't come in and start coming in to the general American public until the end of 2019. folks, people were seeing sicknesses, illnesses, roughly around the time of winter. Keep that in mind. This was at the end of 2019. By March, excuse me, by March 2020, everything was shut down. So what he's saying here is he met 2019 in the state of California, the state of reprobation, where all types of foul and wicked and sodomite activities occur. He met with some of the top elite, some of your top CEOs, some of your top politicians. They all met in California for this meeting at the beginning of 2019. What am I saying here? What he's saying here is that this was planned. It was devised. It was a devised plan and ready to be rolled out. Let us continue the video.
And one of them was by 2023, we will reduce the number of people in the world by 50%.
Did y'all hear
today,
that?
This dream is becoming reality.
Did you hear what he just stated? He said by 2023 that the world's population will be decreased by 50%. And this is the dream. This is the goal that they had. Population reduction by 2023. Here it is, we have the end, December 2022. And 2023 is right around the corner, right? Let me ask y'all something. For him to be this confident and so assured, for someone to speak with such vigor, what makes him make such a bold claim and statement that would cause 50% population reduction on a planet with a little bit over 8 billion people? Brothers and sisters, we already know. Those of us in the know understand. Let me play that again for you. And I want y'all to listen to this very, very closely. Let's start it over. Pay attention.
And we also make the commitment that every year, as we discover and bring to the US or to Europe or to the world new medicines, automatically those new medicines will be inserted into the offer of the portfolio that we will offer into these countries. I think that is really...
What he's saying is, from now, for the next 5 years, new medicines will continuously be injected throughout all countries. New medicines. I wonder what type of medicines they're going to be using. And how will they be distributed? Ask yourself.
Of a dream that we had together with my leadership team when we started in
2019.
In January of 19 in California,
January.
And to set up the goals for the next 5 years. And one of them,
the next 5 years,
was by 2023 we will reduce the number of people in the world by 50%. I think today this dream is becoming reality.
And there you have it. You got a round of applause of demons and devils applauding the creation of the Most High God, our highest people, all people. Medicines that will be distributed to all countries. 50% reduction. Brothers and sisters, the general public out there, this is what and why we've been working and warning. And because we've been trying to warn, we've been persecuted, called liars, conspiracy theorists. But yet, you see people dropping like flies. This demon, this wicked Satanist. A round of applause. And at the beginning of January 2019, it was ready to be rolled out. The stuff, the goo, the venomous water, all of it. 2001, September 11th was the beginning of this thing. This is when I started having certain dreams, certain supernatural experiences. Many of you out there started receiving visions, and as time was sped up, you see, brothers and sisters, they were planning for this because they knew the children of Yashuala, Yashuel, the children of Israel would be waking up. We'd be the only ones standing in the way of their new W.O. You know, I often wonder, for those that yet still don't believe and understand, what's really going on? So you had to hear from the horse's mouth. Brother Steve wants to show y'all something else. There is a report. Hold on for a minute. There's a report called the Deagle Report. Now, you know the Deagle Report is an independent agency funded by the U.S. Babylonian power. And what it does, it gives and predicts 50 to 80% population decline. Right there. Right there. So you go back to 2011, 2015, 2005. And the thing that was rolled out at the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021 is what they've been working on for the past 20 years. Funded by Mr. Fugazi, the same guy that's stepping down at the end of this year. He's had his hand on everything. Gain of function research. Encapsulated and layered WMDs, or weapons of mass destruction, by the means of biological warfare. Period. 8 billion people, right? 50% mass depopulation. How would they go about such a massive rollout? Could it be the past 2 years? Fear, propaganda, social cataclysmic events, distractions, Hollywood distractions. Now you see why I told y'all months ago, don't pay attention to the distractions. There are so many of those out here right now that love their lives. So many people were operating by fear. I've never seen a program where they had to incentivize people every day. It was sickening to see. Only the Most High gonna save us out of this. Only a higher. And I thank the Most High God, Ahaya Bashi Bishaya Wawawa. That He awakened those of us in this hour that were here to warn. To warn. A Digger report. A report that gives the population loss in every major westernized country from Australia, Canada, UK, United States, Germany, France, so on and so forth. So I figured you have to hear from the horse's mouth. And I pray this brings you some insight and understanding to what's really going on. And it truly pains me. It pains me. It pains me. Well, you heard it from the horse's mouth. And, well, my work don't stop. I still have to do what I have to do for the time being. May a wall of fire. May a wall of fire be around you, your families, your children, and your households. May the spirit of peace and rest go ahead of you as you travel to and fro in this evil and wicked earth in this hour. All right. This is Brother Stevie within the Word coming out the city of Detroit. I thank you for another opportunity for being here with me. I wish you all a wonderful night. Bless you. Y'all have a good night. Take care. Peace. Y'all stay up. Shalom, shalom. Love y'all. Have a good night. Take care.